Hi guys, you know what I want to talk about right now? THQ's Raw vs. SmackDown series. It's not the same as the other wrestling games like Here Comes the Pain and Shut Your Mouth. This series is like stale right now. It's like Call of Duty and Madden. They're both free stale series out there in the current gaming trends out there. Madden's just fucking football. Call of Duty's just first person shooting with a little bit of whatever. And if you want a good wrestling game, I suggest getting the older N64 games, maybe some of the earlier PS1 games, maybe some of the earlier PS2 games, and maybe WWE All-Stars. That's a good wrestling game. It's arcadey, but it doesn't matter if it's arcadey or not. Who really cares if it's arcadey? Look at WF WrestleMania, the arcade game for the SNES was pretty good. And the Sega Genesis, because the Sega Genesis version is probably the best version of it so far. So, yes, wrestling games are not all that great. You know what I'm saying? I know they have some good stars in there. They have some good unlockables there, like Brock Lesnar and W12 and all that stuff. But it's not going to save the wrestling game. The controls in W12 are freaking different and all that stuff. So I played it. I couldn't get into it. I'm sorry. I just couldn't get into this. I can get into Shut Your Mouth and Here Comes the Pain. Those were good games. Don't get me wrong. So let's talk about it. Wrestling games need to be better. They need to. What THQ needs to do is go back to what it once was. Go back, look at Here Comes the Pain, Shut Your Mouth, and see what needs to be improved on. Maybe the Raw vs. SmackDown series needs to be improved on as well, because it's kind of getting redundant after a while. So the series is not great. Why am I having a pillow on my back? I pulled a muscle in my back, so that's why I have a pillow on my back. So there you go. So this is me using this with a tripod setup. I'm not standing up, so you know, whatever. So yeah. What needs to be in good wrestling games? Let me see. You need to find fuck it. Okay, so remember the earlier NES games? The earlier NES wrestling games? Do you remember made by LGN? But LGN, like a crappy company, but you know, they only made like one good game. It's a beat 'em up. Spider-Man Venom Maximum Carnage. Yeah, it was not that bad. It was a good game. If they made one for the Dreamcast like that, they would have stayed in business. But no. LGN made a friggin' Spirit of Speed 1947. The game was fucking garbage. So there you go. That's my thoughts on that. So yeah. Good wrestling games. What games would I recommend for you to pick up? No Mercy, Here Comes the Pain, Shut Your Mouth, WS SmackDown series. What else? The Warzone. What else I recommend? What else can I recommend? I already said No Mercy. WF WrestleMania 2000. So there's a couple of good wrestling games out there. You just need to look where you're going. The Raw vs. SmackDown series is not really the great wrestling games out there. So yes, this is a wrestling games rant, and I'm gonna do more rants later on. So yes, yeah. So guys, if you give me some ideas for rants, because this is gonna be there's gonna be more rants later on in the future. Soldier Boy Sucks 19. Soldier Boy Sucks 19 is going back to his roots, where it first started. Before it was just rants. That's all it was, and maybe a couple random videos here and there. So yeah, I would like to do more rants, but just give me some ideas. Send my inbox. Write down the comments. The wrestling games are not the same anymore. They lost their flavor. So yes, THQ All Stars was a good one. I got that for the 3DS though. That was pretty fun. If they could do something like that for the Raw vs. SmackDown series, it won't be actually that bad. But no, the series of Raw vs. SmackDown is just getting stale. They release it like every year, like Call of Duty does. So is Madden and any other friggin' overhyped franchise coming out there in the new millennium. So, new millennium. There's some great games out there, but all the games you like are not getting enough publicity. Yeah, publicity. They're not getting enough publicity and recognition. They're getting buried. by Call of Duty and other friggin' mediocre games. If you like Call of Duty, that's your opinion. Go ahead. But I'm not really a big fan of Call of Duty. So, all right. Soldier Boy Sucks 19. We'll see you guys later. Peace.